Okay, we're back. Again, presuming. Well, basically the way my recording works, just so you're all aware, is I have a software, OBS I believe it's called, and it's worked very well for me, and it's very good at picking up on both my headphones and the game, and it works by pressing a button to start recording. But there's no indicator on screen that it worked, just that I very firmly and decisively pushed the button. So, you know, every single time I record one of these things, it's always in the back of my head that this might all be for naught. But let's dive back into what we were at. So I had thrown dynamite at everyone in this place until they stopped shooting me, and now I'm going to go find the deputy Beagle. And he's going to tell me, oh no, I don't want to run this place, you have to go to the NCR. And then I'm going to go to that big statue, and I'll go past the gas station where there's the heroin addicts with the bug inside it. You know, I've done this part of the game a lot. I basically never spend any time in here. It's incredibly uninteresting, and also, like, well, you know, like, the whole gambling thing in this game, like, never really worked for me, because I didn't mean to steal that. I keep forgetting that I can't pick things up. The button for picking things up doesn't seem to want to work. It just automatically picks things up. And the consequence is, I don't think he's in here. I thought he would be. I guess the thing was telling me to go over. Oh no, he is. Okay. This is because I stole the pencil, right? let's maybe just I'm doing well. Okay, let's start that one again. So, lesson learned, 2 lessons. Firstly, you are allowed to steal pencils for 30 seconds. The second lesson is don't steal pencils.
Howdy. Well, that was quite an adventure. Breaking myself out of
I quite like this guy's character, but it's annoying that he doesn't really go anywhere with it.
Nah, yeah. I was scoffed. They were talking about some delivery. They said they'd be heading through Nipton to no.
Do I need to?
Hello again. Oh no, I'm just a deputy. I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command.
I love that line. Like, sure, okay, the fact that he refuses to be the sheriff, I get it, like, you know, it makes it more interesting because there's a quest, because otherwise, yeah, he'd be the guy. And the fact that he's, like, so, like, charmingly cowardly, he's like, oh no, I don't want to, I don't want responsibility. But that, oh no, I'm a deputy, I have to have someone in command of me. It's called a chain. I love that line. Like, okay, I've always remembered that line. It's like one of the ones that genuinely, I'm like, that's funny. That's genuinely quite funny. I don't have time to help Prim. I'll help bring law and order back to Prim. Now, because I know that I can go to the NCR, or I can go to the prison. The reason I never do that is because it's a lot harder and they shoot me. The NCR one's fairly easy. I must have tried to be the sheriff myself before.
You will. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF.
Oh no, that's right. I thought that meant I will choose to be the sheriff. It doesn't. I'm just saying, okay, I'll find a sheriff. I think I'll go to the prison because, like, blowing up things was really fun, and you don't get to do that at the NCR, and I'm sick of going to that bloody statue. So yeah, I suppose one thing I have to say that I really like about New Vegas is, and it's true of this place, but it's especially true of Good Springs, the fact that that's a real place, and you Google it, and you, like, I mean, okay, like, you know, sure, Las Vegas, that's a real place. Excuse me. Las Vegas, that's a real place, and Washington, D.C. and what was it, Boston in the fourth one? Those are real places. And I mean, yeah, I know like in Fallout 3 you can visit Bethesda, which is a suburb of Washington, yada yada. But I don't know, the fact that it's such a tiny, insignificant place, and even today, like if you Google it, the Wikipedia page, it has like 600 people in it, if that. And another thing I love is that there's a photo of the saloon, like the Pioneer Saloon, and it's like the only reason that photo's there is because it's such a significant... Like, that place means nothing to nobody. The Wikipedia page, well, firstly, doesn't even acknowledge that it is featured in Fallout. But outside of that, it has no real fame to its name. I may be wrong, maybe there's like it's famous in the area for some reason, but it seems to me like it's just a place they picked. And I love that. I love that it's such a real little place. That's really cool. I'm going to go try talking to this guy. I think if I tell him about what I just did at Prim, maybe he'll do something. And then I guess I'll head to also, I don't want to head out into the darkness just yet. These doors still bother me, I have to say. I'm weirdly taller than this tent now. Okay, very small door. Or am I quite tall? Nope, it's much taller on this, whatever.
Yeah. We know Prim is a great strategic point, and we don't have the guns or the personnel needed to carry out our... What we need, if we had just one more squad, we could easily install a sheriff.
Yeah, so that's it. So I would go up to the... Oh yeah, I'm a woman, I forgot. Yeah, I guess I'll go to the prison. That seems more interesting. Sorry, I've got a bit of a throat thing, which can't be particularly fun to listen to on a YouTube video. You know, nothing but the best here, folks. High quality. So, I asked someone who I know watches the videos. Hello. And he said he'd be interested in hearing my opinions more on like the actual, you know, my surroundings and everything. And it has been something that I've talked about before to my friends about the Fallout series in general, which is, now full disclosure, I've not played the first and second Fallouts, the famously and also famously different ones from this very different series of games. I'm crippled still, am I? Okay, I didn't think I was, but cool. Where am I heading actually? Let's first clear that up before I start wandering too... Yeah, I was right. I was entirely right. That's creepy how well I knew where I was going. But yeah. So maybe I'm reading into this wrong. Maybe what I imagine the first two games have been about is actually incorrect, and they were also a bit like these ones. By these ones I mean the modern 3D ones, starting with Fallout 3. Which is this. I don't know if this game actually tells me the date. Yeah, 81. I don't know whether that's 2181 or 2081 or 2281. I can't remember, but like the point is, it's actually weird that it says there's a date. So it's an American game, so that's going to be. Let me think now. So it is the 20th. Well, yeah, it'd have to be because there's no 20th month. So it's the 20th of the 10th. I never thought to look for that because obviously in Skyrim it tells you it's the first of new seed or something, and no one gives a crap. But date is very kind of yeah, he doesn't give a crap, and I don't give a crap. Unimportant in this game. No one really tracks it. But it's funny to think that this is a world where November is a thing. I don't mean November because it's a desert. Like, obviously they have November in real life deserts as well. I just meant like it's funny to think because, you know, this is such an alien fantasy world, but they still have like January and things. Anyway, broader point. The first two games and the date implied, at least I thought, maybe I'm wrong and alone in this, that music freaked me out, was that this isn't post-apocalyptic. This is post-apocalyptic. By which I mean, post-apocalyptic genre, I mean, it's got a sort of aesthetic to it that isn't necessarily true to real life, but has its own sort of traditions, like the sort of Mad Max, everything's made from like crazy scrap metal. It's very ostentatious in a way, presumably a real gritty actual post-apocalyptia wouldn't be. But the what the hell is that? It's a person, I think. But yeah, just to finish that thought before I get distracted. Post-apocalyptic kind of genre, at least in my mind, takes place near enough after the fall that mankind is still in chaos, it's anarchic, there's a scrabbling for resources and to survive, there's no such thing as community, or if there is, it's communities that have specifically banded in opposition to the chaos. They've not just come together because it's economically whatever, they've come together because it's safe and they're scared. Which, to be fair, is true of most societies historically, but you know what I mean, like, the natural state of things is violent individualism and kind of nihilistic savagery. And with that, like, there's a visual of all that, the kind of Mad Max BDSM sort of look. And I'm not saying that that shouldn't be in this at all. I think that there's a place for that, and I'll get to that in a minute. But let me just do this because I finished that thought. So that is I'm gonna say it's a powder ganger because he's wearing the blue thing. So do I have any capacity to? That's a grenade rifle. That's not gonna hurt him in the slightest. Maybe. How much damage does this do? DPS 29, DPS 23. I mean, it's a magnum, isn't it? Let's give this a crack. Oh, there's two of them. Maybe not. Do I just dodge them? I mean, it'd be more fun to go shoot them. But technically, they're not in my way. They have failed in their, Yeah, I think I'll sneak by. Let's play this simple. Let's play this safe. Keep it secret, keep it safe. So yeah, Fallout. And I'm aware each of the games, like, I don't pay particular attention to the dates. There's something about dates set in like the 2100s and the 2200s where they become meaningless numbers. Like, it's very, like, 19 something is very distinctive, whereas 20, oh, it's right there. 20 something is just gibberish. You know, I'm going to save just because, like, I'm not so much saving because I want to do something and I'm scared of, you know, repercussions or whatever, so much as just gonna, I don't know whether this will upset the recording. If I respawn, I'll respawn back at that guy's tent and I can't be bothered. So yeah, let's do this. There's a dude there. Which game is it? I forget which it is. It'd be really handy if, like, when you can, like, tag people, so like so you can remember where they are. I don't even necessarily need to follow them because that's a bit unrealistic, but, like, just so I don't, like, double count, or, like, if I see someone it points it out to me, because maybe there's someone there and I can't, no, I'm pretty sure if they aren't there it's because of the draw distance, which is fair. Two guys. So let's just yeah, these worlds, and I'm aware, like I say, the games take place, like, they could be hundreds of years apart for all I know, but they take place hundreds and hundreds of years after the nuclear fallout, like 200 or 100. And it's like, there is a point beyond which mankind naturally begins to coalesce, and I always thought the interesting implications of the interesting things behind the original Fallouts, and New Vegas does this as well with all of its different tribal societies, although it doesn't in sort of Mad Max way where everyone's wearing like scrap armor and everything. But the idea that new societies will begin to coalesce, and the interesting thing is seeing how mankind will revert to ideas he's tried before. Roman fascism, communist whatevers. I'm reminded of the Metro series where like various political ideologies took over various stations, and there was a microcosm of human societal kind of theories on how to run a nation. But also seeing how ideas that existed just before the fall, like the modern concept of democracy and whatever, lived on. We didn't just forget everything and literally reset. We didn't go exactly back to the Romans. We're not quite literally speaking Latin and using, pila, the javelins and everything, and gladii. But that's a fact I learned today, completely off topic. The plural of octopus is not octopi, it's octopode. Octopus is Greek, not Latin. Didn't know that. Anyway, point is we've not gone back purely to Rome. We've actually kind of gone near it again, but we've brought with us the baggage from the 21st century, or the 20th in this case. I don't quite know the law dates. And let me just... Okay, I think I'm good. I am maybe biting off more than I can chew here, but you know what? That's Vegas over there, isn't it? I know that. That's Vegas. Cool. So, is there a gate around? I'm loving these binoculars, by the way. I don't think you come with them in the base game, but you really should. I remember there's a gate on the other side. I think that's the only gate, which is a little annoying. I would love to have a sniper rifle right now, but what can you do? I'm 90% sure there's no one in this tower, so I'm not so afraid by this beam of light. Yeah. Anyway, I suppose I should finish my thought before I get too involved in this. So, the point is we bring some of that stuff with us, so we see like this interesting kind of like warping of ideas we take for granted and believe we understand fully, and seeing how these people have misunderstood them. A classic exaggerated idea of this is in Fallout 3, where there's that the Lincoln Memorial and some slaves in the New World like order concept of slave, where they're people who've been captured in the local area by raiding whatevers, and they've been forced to sold into labor among the communities there. They have reconstructed an understanding of Lincoln's struggle, but misinterpreting the idea because they don't really have the necessary background to fully you know what I'm saying, like they were saying things like, oh, Lincoln fought against the slavers, which, well, no, he fought against a slave-holding Confederate States, but oh fuck. Okay, fuck, okay, they saw me coming. Ow. But yeah, he fought against Confederate States. But obviously they don't know what those are. That history's been lost to them, so they re-understand the concept of a slave-holding people as just slavers. Like, that's a thing? That's a dog. Okay. That's another mine. Can I get close enough to... It shouldn't be floating in midair, but... I didn't mean to jump forward like that. There was some kind of, like, clipping in the, But anyway. Those dogs are not happy to see me, and I am going to respect their wishes. But mines are another thing, note to self, I should take more use of in this game, like laying them down and allowing people to walk into them. That could be like something fun I could do. I never use mines. Anyway, I think this end's a bit of a dead end. I'm going to go around... Well, I know there's guys down that way, and I know there are dogs that... Let's go a bit further up here and go around that way. Also because I've never done that, and it could be interesting. There could be something there. Anyway, back on to the subject at hand. The point I'm getting to, slowly, with lots of tangents, is I feel like this game, being as far removed from the actual apocalypse as it is, should be more post-apocalyptic, which is society's beginning to restore itself, and part of that means shedding the post-apocalyptic aesthetic to some degree. Now, I will reserve that there will still be BDSM, bandits in their own way. What do I see up here? That's cool. Probably a dog. Oh no, a mole rat. Oh, something's seeing me and I'm not sure it was him. I'm gonna want this guy. There's two of them? Oh good. Thought it'd been clever, but whatever. That's big. Are they wearing packs on their back, or is that just part of their armor? I think it's part of their armor. I think they're wild. Okay, let's move on. Oh, what now? Oh, are they gonna pop out of the ground here or something? Is that a thing? Don't know. I'll just press on, I guess. Anyway, the long and short of it is, there should be less chaos. Like out here, don't get me wrong. Like I think you can still see it. That guy, the train carriage on its side. Yeah, he's out there. That's fine because this part of the world is wilderness. No one has staked a claim here. No one has the motives, means, funds. There's no point to it. There's no point tearing down. Like there's that gas. If I'd gone to the big statue of the NCR shaking the guy's hand, you pass a gas station on the way that's got some druggies in it. That gas station wouldn't have been torn down or reappropriated because it's not safe out here and no one's out here. It's almost like an ancient ruin in a lawless part of medieval Europe where it's still a Roman villa and it's caved in, but no one's resettled it because it's a dangerous wilderness at that point. The context of the surrounding territories changed. But places like it's daytime. Places like Good Springs? Forgot the name there. Good Water? What the hell's it called? Good Springs, isn't it? Yeah, Good Springs. This would make more sense of the context of me actually physically looking at the things I'm talking about, but the smashed out ruined houses that no one could possibly live in, the kind of rusted bikes parked up outside the saloon that were clearly parked there moments before the bombs fell. Just the litter on the floor, things that no one's using. I don't know why I keep taking these, but it seems important. It's those things that I feel like in over 100 years of living there, someone would have just taken an afternoon and cleaned up the area, or repurposed it in the form of I don't know, yeah, they were, making some kind of barricade out of it or something. I don't know, but that's one thing. And then another thing is everyone's still wearing rags, and they will go and you see a settler and he's wearing stained whatever, and it's okay, after 100 years in this kind of conditions, people wouldn't be reclaiming and trying to use that's a rad scorpion over there. People wouldn't be reclaiming and trying to use this crappy clothing that's been blown up in the war. They would quite literally just be moving on. It would have eroded by now. It would have turned to mulch. They couldn't use it if they wanted to. How am I going to do? Is it literally just the one gate? I thought I was being clever by going around, but I think I literally have no choice. I think there's only the one gate. Well, that's annoying. Oh well, let's just press on. But and then everyone goes into their houses, and their houses the windows are smashed in with broken glass when they were blown out in the explosion 100 years ago. And it's never mind the fact that the glass probably would have eroded to nubs by this point with all the sandstorm and whatever in this very rough part of the world. But also surely be like, that's a hazard, and you would have just taken like 5 minutes to sweep out the room you sleep in, or just one afternoon just taken the butt of a broom and just like knocked out the remaining little bits of the window because that glass isn't helping anyone. To just make it into something else. I'm not saying people would start rebuilding the entire houses from scratch. I'm fine with the idea that people are like repurposing the husk of the old world, but it beggars belief that they would just so like enthusiastically sleep in collapsed beds with stained mattresses from 100 years ago. No, they would have like, especially like with their big buffalo whatevers, they would have made some kind of like, I don't know, leather sleeping bag or like they would have just been sleeping on furs and whatever. They'd be hunting yaguai like any real life society, like Native American tribes would have like sleeping bags of well, that's scary, of that sort of stuff. I have a feeling this is a bad idea, but I'm intrigued. Is it a yaguai? Oh no, it's those. Well, that makes things actually a lot easier. How do I? Two can play that game. Whoa, strange, but okay, I can deal. Damn! Okay. I mean, that kind of worked, but apparently I leveled up. Now, if I wore that, would that work? No, I don't think this game's that clever. Maybe it is and I'm missing out on something, but sure, why not? What could I possibly have to be cautious about here? Something's above me? I think I hear bug noises. In the wall? Well, that's horrifying. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, okay, I guess he left. Yeah, so I want speech. Always good. And I want more explosives. Don't really care about guns all that much. I might level up a little bit. Get myself some... I want some repair to look after my grenade launcher. Mines. Look for mines. Are there any mines on the floor? Is that a mine? Could be. Wait. So. Oh, okay, this is the thing. I forgot about this. That's kind of cool. I don't know why these guys are like. Are they outcasts from their own society? Don't know. Anyway, the main thing I'm getting at is I feel like a game set as far away from the apocalypse as Fallout should do what it is doing, which is exploring the way societies are reforming. Because like in the Mad Max sort of world, there aren't really societies. There are people who've banded together out of need and they formed these sort of like primitive gangs. Whereas Fallout is a little bit more further along that development, where there are actual societies with ideas and codes, and some of them are authoritarian and some of them are anarchic and some of them are reinterpretations of concepts we had at the start of the end. But there should be less of the smashed in, blown up, knocked down sort of walls and all that, and there should be more sort of like a reconstructed primitive society, like a kind of dark age, kind of bronze age sort of like technology, adobe huts and things. Adobe, amid this sort of stuff. Like this is like the equivalent of after the Romans left Britain during the fall of the Western Roman Empire in the sort of, what was that, the 400s, 500s. There is a documented period where Roman, kind of like fortifications in later centuries came under subsequent re-inhabitation, where, driven by need to be, safe or whatever in a sort of more kind of dangerous world, people would reuse these structures, and they would live inside like the fortifications built by these Romans 100 years before. This is that equivalent. These people have taken over a defensible whatever structure, which we could never hope to recreate. But like maybe within inside it, they'd be making, their own sort of houses. Maybe not these guys. These guys are clearly some kind of what I would call a I don't know. I need a better word than Mongol, but essentially like the raider community versus the other, that's my second part of my theory. But yeah, but like Goodsprings, like, they should have just torn down those crappy old houses. Like, I mean, I know they did this in Fallout 4 and everything, where like you could build your own things, but everything was made out of scrap metal and everything. And sure, you'd reuse that to a certain point, but like 100 or so years, it would have all rusted to hell. Like, we've got things from 50 years ago, and this is an incredibly in real life, Nevada is an incredibly like hostile environment in the kind of most basic definition of that word. Like, it quite literally eats away at everything you put in it. And this isn't a radioactive Nevada. I mean, Nevada's kind of radioactive, but it's that sort of thing which I think would give this sort of world a lot more kind of interest. It's like, we're quite literally like, it's almost like I'm playing a fantasy game again, where like people are living in like kind of homespun, rough living, like campfires and bare amenities. There's no such thing as electricity or even like gas light or anything. Most people are illiterate, whatever. But then as you walk around and you see the dungeons, as it were, that you can explore, these ruins and technology of ancient gone by years, that technology in those ruins are our thing. And there's a sort of irony. There's like different types of irony. And one of them, I forget which one it's called, like they have different names, but there's one type of irony where the audience knows something the character doesn't. And that works especially well in like video game, or like a role-playing game or whatever, where there is a divorce between the character you are playing and the person that is playing the character, where the character maybe has no idea what a Nevada was, or what a prison, what this thing was built for. I mean, you could probably guess, like it seems to be built to keep people in, but like he wouldn't know what or she wouldn't know what a I can't think of a good example now, but a gas station. Wouldn't know what the hell a gas station was. So to this person, it's this mysterious ruin. Like, maybe not so mysterious. Like, I'm not advocating that Fallout become this super uber gritty, realistic thing where everyone's illiterate and it's basically like the Stone Age. But you know what I mean? Like, we would know what these things are, but they necessarily wouldn't. Again, it's the whole thing of like reinterpreting the story of Lincoln. Like, there's an irony there because we can see where they've gone wrong, and we see how they got there, and we see how they could be confused, how there's a lot of contextual information they've lost. And I think that could be a really strong thing to do with this sort of setting, which I think that these games miss out on. Ooh. Whew. Oh, right, okay, I need to be a lot more careful. Whew. I'm not good at finding mines. It keeps telling me caution, is it? Oh no, I think this is a new caution now. I think I'm being followed by something else. It's another one of them dogs. So, the point is, I feel that these games could benefit from a lot more, like, just making it so that the societies that are building are quite literally building. Like, I mean, you got a little bit of it, like people are growing their own maize and everything, but like they're building it in fences that had already existed in the form of like someone's backyard, and these are like horribly corroded, melted, rusted pieces of metal, which, like, I mean, like this, but like even less coherent than this, which are no use to anyone anymore. They're just the hints, the suggestion of there once being something there. Like, I mean, God knows, like, you look at the Chernobyl, which admittedly isn't a desert, so maybe it's easier to conceal things in the foliage, but you look at Chernobyl, that was like 40 or 30 years ago, if that, and like, there are parts of the society that existed there which are invisible now. Like, paths are entirely overgrown. Houses and structures are still visible, but there are the small details are completely lost. Imagine that, but it was a nuclear explosion, and it was like 200 years later. Do you see what I'm getting at? And do you see how that isn't necessarily a complaint on the way they've done it, but merely an idea that there's something you could do that's more interesting with this whole thing? Sorry, this is turning into a bit of a lecture, and I'm aware I'm not doing much gameplay. I can't multitask when it's this dangerous. On that note, I'm going to save again, just because I'd go back to when it was like nighttime before, and that's a wasted amount of time. So, the second part of that theory is the idea that, yes, you still would have like the BDSM biker, sort of like scrap metal bandit thing, because the idea would be that humanity has again divided itself into groups, whereas like almost a meta commentary on the divisions we create between ourselves, even in our modern world. Oh yeah, I forgot. It will be very apparent that all of these people were once, they're the descendants of people who lived in the local area. They are Americans, and maybe there were like racial divides between them and everything, but broadly they were the same, and now they couldn't be further apart. They think of each other as foreign nations, foreign tribes. This game particularly is quite good for accentuating that. I have no way of taking that guy out, so I'm just going to have to. But, do you know what, actually, it's occurring to me that what that mission at Prim was it was an option where if I had chosen to side of the powder gangers, I could walk into here no problem. Whereas if I went against them, it would probably make more sense for me to go to the NCR. But this is way more interesting than going to the NCR. The NCR are lame. That's not true, but like, for the purposes of like entertainment right now, they're not that interesting. So, societies divide itself into different groups, and one way of thinking about it is almost like the very early, and again I'm going a bit pop history here, this isn't necessarily accurate. Can I? So my best bet is going to be with this guy. I don't even think I could hit him if I wanted to. Oh, okay, there's a chance apparently. But how close can I get before? Now, the question is, are they going to come out to me? They are, because they're Muppets. So, where's that mine? Oh, is that this? Oh, I throw it. I don't get to set it as a mine? Maybe? I don't know how it works. Oh, I do set it as a mine, I see. Oh no, please don't shoot me. Oh, please don't shoot me. Oh, he's got a name and everything. I'm feeling very like Smokey and the Bandit right now. I don't want to waste any good ammo on him because he's basically already dead. And a dynamite for you, I think. He looks a bit like Bob Ross. How am I doing? Are any more of them coming out? No, okay, they're all shooting me from afar. So if I can get a gun off... Oh, I see, I've blown them up now, so they've gone flying. But if I can grab a gun from, like, either of these guys... This guy was shooting at me from afar. Can I shoot at people from... I mean, yeah, this isn't technically a... How do I run? Can't remember the word for run. Word? Control. I don't think this, although it's called a single shotgun, I don't think it's like a sawn off. Like it is still like a... Is that right? Am I wrong? Is this video gamey? Yeah, I think it's video gamey. Well, I think they've got a different weapon to me. Okay, for that guy, I just want to like aim at him, so... No, that was way too close. That the aim, the iron sights do nothing. Cool. Just that guy left. This is actually going quite well. Are we shooting a? You shooting me with one of them? Is it? Well, that explains why I'm taking very little damage from these guys. He says before he gets one-shotted. That sounds useful. Okay, I'm going to run back to cover. Ouch. And I'm going to try, I guess with the varmint rifle then. You dang varmint. Oh, I am hitting them. I'm sure there are better ways of doing this. Sure. He is much better at aiming than I am. Okay, this is going to get boring fast. I don't know what he's doing, but... Has he run out of ammo? No, I don't think they do. Is he gonna... Is he trying to come at me? Okay, well, as long as he's not shooting at me, I feel like I can advance. Oh, now he's shooting at me again. Like, something changed there? I guess he couldn't see me? I don't know. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. Once he gets closer again, I'm gonna rush him with my my HP's getting a little low. I don't think I've hit a single shot since that first time. Well, I feel like I can approach now because he's the only one really in range. And once I've done this, I get close to him and... Oh no, I'm within your guard. That's why you have... when they designed forts and everything in the Middle Ages and early modern period, they would... I mean, that's what star forts look the way they do it. So you had these large outreaching kind of bastions that you could stand in, and so everyone, when they ran in, they weren't just running straight at a wall and getting under your kind of line of fire, which in the early medieval period they solved by having holes at the kind of foot around the tower so you could shoot straight down at the people below you hiding under your tower. But they got rid of that whole thing by just having people run between the 2 points of the star, because then you had people either side of you just taking pot shots at you and you were never safe. It was devastating. Anyway, can I... Is he going to be... What's he doing? That shot high. No, low rather. That shot just right. How am I doing? People still around, I guess, but I'm running low on grenades. This is going to start to be a problem. Because I don't think this weapon I'm really meant to get until later. Okay, let's go with shotgun. Ah, but before I finish, the point I had was you can almost group the societies that would exist in a post-apocalyptic society into agrarian settled communities and roaming kind of pastoral communities, i.e. farming settlements and Mongols. And the Mongols can be your BDSM bandits, and the farming settlements will be a good spring, and clash between them, and not even making it good versus evil. Like, I mean, you've got the Great Khans, but also like you've got other roaming societies that you could portray as being like, you know, there's no overall moral good or evil. But anyway, that's the sort of way you could do it. They sort of do it that way. It's just this whole like no one's thought to move this and all that kind of stuff. And this thing's been here since forever. I'm the first person to move that. You know, it's just daft. Okay, how many people... Okay, well if I can get him... No, I think I still want to go with the shotgun. Oop. But now the trick here is that I'm going to be auto-aimed on his head the second I... I can't... Oh, he's reloading. Aha, you fool! That's what you get for reloading. I had the superior cover. What? You were over there, and also you look like a bit like... Bill Murray? Yeah, Bill Murray is what I'm going for. Yeah, so these guys just have varmint rifles. Well, that's interesting. I kind of wrote that weapon off. I mean, don't get me wrong, it seems to suck because, like, I just did this and they had nothing. They had nothing on me. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool. I mean, you gotta. I'm not gonna wear it just yet, but... Stop running away. Come back here.
Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story? I'm not quite sure the kind of greedy NCR troopers would give an escaped con like myself. Right now, Eddie and his boys run the place.
So, I don't know, is this guy meant to be a powder ganger and he's like...
I understand that Cook was behind it all. I stuck around.
No, he's not.
Figuring NCR would show up and put things back. He went north with some of the other guys.
Is this not the guy I need to become the,
What?
Do I even have that mission properly? Did I need to say to Beagle I wanted to go... Is this not him? Is this not the NCR guy? Oh, this guy. Okay. Okay, so I didn't... Okay.
Due process has its place. Sometimes it's just Alright then.
Cool. That was way more interesting than just like, you know... Like, yeah, this thing, right? Move it! Just take this thing, just throw it away. It's just this useless hunk of junk, and you could use this table for literally anything else. More beer to sit at, you know, and things. And to say nothing of the, like, are they really using these pencils? Now, granted, I think this place is meant to be a prison that was active, like, literally like a few months ago. So, okay, but you know what I mean. It's just like, I don't know. There's someone in the middle of the... This. Can I use one of these? That could be fun. He's too far away. He's quite close. Just him then, really. Let's get cover. Oh, I probably should have healed up before I did this. What the f- where did you come from? And also I'm stuck, but you know, that's not your concern. I mean, sure, if you wanna just come up to me. Okay, so I seem to be stuck now. This is a new... Whoa, okay. This is entirely not meant to be a strategy that works, but you know, thank you for playing along. Wait, see, I always aim for the body, but really, should I be... Oops, I had already cancelled out. Are you surrendering or... Nope. Oh, fuck, I missed. There we go. I don't know why I kept using VATS. I could have just shot him, but like, I was panicking. Anyway, this place is still kind of dangerous, but I'm doing okay. Really? Oh, I guess I do have crappy... Yeah. Well, that's okay. The reason I'm picking up all these varmint rifles is because I figure I can repair them all. Excuse me. Don't want hiccups when you're playing a game. So, again, yeah, like I want to complain about all this, but again, maybe this is supposed to be like this because it's oh no, I've lost karma. Like, how does that work, right? Like, I'm stealing from, or am I stealing property that rightfully belongs to the people once they restore this to a proper prison? But like, you know, screw them. They've got bigger fish to fry. They lost control of their, you know, doozy what's it. Oh, I didn't want to drink it, but sure. Oh, I should have read that properly. I think I'm good. Oh, someone's seen me. Someone ain't happy. Oh, that guy, bless his con socks. I can't remember how to run. You are entirely free to pursue me at your leisure. Just come round the corner, please. Thank you. Oh, that didn't work. I think I went through him. This is working really poorly. There we go. That was weird. Oh yeah. I'm going to need to drop something soon. I want to use these guys up. just to... Also, I should heal up by using some of this useless crap. So, mm, how does that do for me? Do they stack, or am I just like wasting? Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm wasting my, because it's not adding more than one. Oh, I don't know, maybe it'll do. Let's give this a go. Now remember, there's really scary stuff in here. I've got an 80% chance of hitting him literally anywhere, so of course I should go for the head. Amazing. Phenomenon. Phenomenal, I should say. Okay, this is scary. But if I can hit him in the head, this will be the greatest thing ever. No, I think he's too close. Oh dear, this has gone... Okay, yeah, these things don't fucking work if the guy gets closer. Okay, that was always an annoying thing about... is he going to come after me? Yeah. Now I've got distance on him. I just need to hit him anywhere. I mean, apparently it's the same wherever I aim, so... You had a name, so I assume you were interesting in some other story. Maybe. You didn't, but you had a gun and you had sunglasses, so you were like the second guy in command in every 90s movie. Do I not get the gun? Where did it go? Did I pick it up? Guess I did. Oh, I did, yeah. Well, that was cool, and I'm using them up, which is fun. They're not especially useful, but... Oh, I can't wear... Whoa, okay, let's give this a second go. Can I wear it with the hat? Yes, I can. I've seen cooler. It'll do. Does the hat give me any difference from the... Oh, the helmet gives me like one more, but who cares? I feel like this calls for dynamite. And a mine, because I know one of them idiots is going to try and... So they all seem to be over there. Okay, so if I put one down there, they'd come around here, so really I ought to... Here. Here's as good as any place. This could have gone better. I have put myself in a very stupid position. So I will just break out my coup de grace. Oh damn, he's alive. Oh damn. Oh damn. Okay, yeah. Okay, that was annoying. I misunderstood the... I thought because I had come in through the door, the sort of like... I thought that like the external extremity of this place was here, which it is, but there's a door right there, which means that I had written off this whole area as being like a... Like it was all going to be down there and then around, and like, you know, this whole area was safe, but no. Oh good, good, this time they got the drop on me, because I rambled. This may... And then those other two guys are going to come. But yeah, this... I mean, okay, to be fair, it's a prison, they kind of prepared for this. There is no good place for me to be standing, like this whole thing, like there's a bard, you know, they can shoot through that. So can I, but I'm wasting valuable grenades. I might try and drop a mine, but like I feel like they're going to get to me before I can. Yeah, oh fuck, yeah. That went way closer to me than I intended.
Had enough.
Why is it not going off? That's absolute bullshit. Whoa! Okay, that's one way of attacking me, I guess. I mean... Okay. This place has way more people than I thought it did. Can I be clever about this? Is he going to find me if I stay here? Because before I stood here for a bit. No, so can I. I'm going to get out my grenade launcher just because he comes at me sideways through here. So I know he comes at me from there. But I still don't know if there's more around. Yeah, okay, there is. There is no good place to stand, and I've once again put myself in a corner very stupidly. Oh. So there's a lot of guys in here. I feel like I can... So, he must be right there, like inside that room. I feel like I can take them if I'm clever, but I don't have a lot of options. And standing still is just aggravating the issue. I mean, there's no need for me to be doing this. I could just go away and come back later. I am exposed whichever way I choose to stand. Well, do you know what? Let's go for the old Goldie. They can come to me because the AI are idiots. It's a little bit cheap, but you know what? Screw it. Damn, this guy's unstoppable. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't use this sooner. Whoops, didn't mean to use a bag. I thought E was exit for a moment there. Still, you know. Can I... I can't even see him, this is just... That's gonna have turned a few heads. Oh, no it didn't apparently. Still, I'm happier knowing that that's there. And... that's there. You know what, I'll come back for that later. Oh, that blew up my grenades. Great. This is going a lot better. I don't know if you heard that, but one of the guys in the distance just said, whatever, I've got better things to do. Which, you know, maybe he does. I don't actually, you know, maybe he's got really, really important, like, I don't care if everyone's dying. I've got really important stuff to be getting on with. I don't know if that ever does work, but, you know. Oh, you see, now this is the dead end. I should have been holed up in here. Which I'm gonna be. I saw that guy's foot, so I'm gonna... Oh, nope, nope, nope. I thought I'd opened the damn menu, but I hadn't. And, yeah, let's just... Oh, that's Eddie, is it? Damn, that was cool. Whoa, Scrambler. Wow, okay, this guy means business. Damn, this guy's tough. What am I going to do against a guy with fists? Did the door defeat him? I mean, he's called Scrambler. Let's be real here, the guy's not going to be the sharpest tool in the shed. Come on, you and me, buddy. Mano a el femo? What, I don't even know what the woman would...
Like that?
I don't know if this is working out in my favour.
Had enough?
This is silly. This is so dumb. If it doesn't break my armour, that'd be annoying. Oh, actually, he's doing damage to me, but I get to use potions. Potions? Yeah, let's just call them potions. Haha! It's like fighting every main baddie in a enemy in Pokemon. It's like you think you've got them, and then they just use a max HP or something. I have no idea if I'm doing this correctly. I don't seem to be hitting him. I mean, he's destroying me. Oh, I think he's just really tough. I think I am hitting him, but like it's not. Critical strike. And now I'm bored, so never bring a fist to a knife fight. I'm not going to go the whole hog.
I'm hit.
Nice! Well done, Scrambler. That was really actually quite entertaining. Oh, yeah, I thought they were going to be like special ones because that was tough. I guess I just don't really have... I mean, I guess I have low strength and everything. Like, I really should have expected that, but... God rest you beautiful mohawked madman. Ugh, this guy looks like he should be on a list, and also he's dead. But, hey, I get this thing now. Also, I'm pretty sure he's in the Matrix. So, that went really well comparatively. Like, really well. Oh no, I'm stealing. Oh, I've lost karma. How does karma work when I'm already villainized to these people? I should drink some of my million sunset sarsaparilla. Do they stack? I don't think they do. Okay, my lack of carrying ability is going to become a thing in this game, I can already tell. That computer appears to be on, but I don't seem to be able to do anything with it. Okay. This is pretty fun. Is this... I blew him up so hard his hand landed in the second floor, or first floor. I forget which way we do it in this country. This is not going to be anything interesting. This is, yeah, this is going to be a log and it's going to be like, oh no, they've overrun me. That's my prediction. Yeah, I'm not even going to read any of that. It's like, I'm not saying it's bad or should be... How do I get out? How do I leave? That noise you can hear is me pushing every button. How do I do I have to... How do I... Oh god, do I have to click the actual... Oh god, I must have looked like such a tit then. Why can't I just... Okay, no. These guys are hardened criminals in the 22nd century or whatever. Not only would none of them have a fucking clue what a rough is, but no one looks like that. So, I don't know. Am I? Oh, no. Okay, so I can turn on auto walk. I still can't run. Do you know, in all the times I've played this game, this is actually the first time I beat those guys. Like, most of the time I was like, this is dangerous and I don't know what the the gain is necessarily going to be in doing this. So I'm going to leave it, because there's like so many of them, and one of them's firing green at you and one of them's firing, you know. Okay, I should probably not take all this random crap. I can still walk though, so 50. Do. Okay. So, gentlemen, let's be off. Can I pick things up? There's got to be a button to pick things up. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's the kind of code button. I don't know, doesn't seem to be a... That leg is still on fire. He moved. I guess my work here is done. Well done, me. How long have I been playing for? Ooh. 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 Well, that's good to know, I guess. Those spears are kind of fun. I need a duct tape, a cosmic knife, and a throwing knife spear. So I guess I want a throwing knife spear. Oh, I don't know. I've already lost interest. Satchel charge, I'm back interested again. Lead powder pistol, scrap electronics, sensor module. Okay, it's a sensor module. I keep an eye out for them. I know robots drop things like that. Ooh, there's stuff in here. Let's do this. Let's play a game called Catch. Oh, you threw it at your feet. I guess you caught it. And as for you, well, you know what? My old buddy has something to say to you. His name was Shambles? Shuckles? Scrambler? Scrambler? Pretty sure his name was Scrambler. Damn. That's messed up. Yeah, so this... I mean, I'll be honest with you, dude. The grenade was... The dynamite, beg your pardon, was definitely intended for him. But you saved your mate. I mean, technically, he's alive, really. I mean, let's be real about this. I hit him. Sure, you can die from being hit, don't get me wrong. But in a movie, this guy could, like, come to any moment. This guy is not going to come to. Ooh. And you know what? You've given me a profit in, I don't know why I did that. In, this stuff. So, these guys are amazing. I'm so glad I picked explosives, because right out of the gate you're getting rewarded for your choices. Have I lost in? Yeah, I run out of thingamajig and I can't run. I've just got so much stuff all of a sudden. I need to sell stuff, but like in the meantime, I guess I'll take a stim pack, and I'm pretty sure there's some stuff I can be dropping here. I mean, I'll keep that stuff. It doesn't weigh anything either. Oh, yeah. No. What is this karma nonsense? I want lockpick. Up to, what was it, 50 I needed to get it to... I mean, okay, but now I can do that. And explosives is going well for me. Well, now I feel like I want to get into... I'll give myself... It's just 1 point. I'll give myself 1 point in melee in memory of Scramble or Snowflake or... If you're thinking I'm doing a terrible comedic bit, I have genuinely forgotten his name. Shambles? I'm sure it was Scramble. Aha. Now. You gain 2 more skill points every time you advance a level. Well, that's just a no-brainer, isn't it? And then that's coming up next. Surely that means, therefore, yes. Oh. I mean, I'll always say yes to dynamite, but that was rubbish. I am sick to death of that noise. What even is it? Is it like a man yelling in a tunnel? Whoa. These 2 guys had this whole place to themselves. I bet they got up to some freaky shit. Cool. Evening. Evening all. So if I want to get out, I think I go back into that building. But in the meanwhile... Okay. Let's assume there's someone in the door. If there's a guy right next to me, I can pull out the gun, and I can do that quicker than I can pull out dynamite. But if there's a guy away from me, I should have dynamite ready. That's my thinking. Did he throw one at me? I don't know if he did. I think he was quite weak. So I'm not going to waste anything good on him. Yeah. I think Carter just died of his wounds or something. Yeah. Poor Carter. I don't even want a 9mm pistol, I'm not even going to consider it. We had a key, what's that going to open? Ah. Oh wait, no, I'll take him. Oh, dude, sod off. Ooh. Oh, I've lost karma. Okay, let's actually look at this. Do I have a karma meter? Is it like a universal thing? General... Good spring. I mean, like, I'm vilified already, aren't I? Do I have a general karma? Maybe it's right in front of me and I'm being dumb. Oh wait, I know I want that for my charging thing. You might be thinking, Alasdair, take everything, because if you're going to start crafting one thing, surely you want to craft more than one thing, and you're not wrong, but I can only carry a very select amount of things. Which is probably going to get real old real fast. Anyway, I believe that is everything. Yeah. And I think that's a good place to call it. So we will pick up next time.